Hey guys, Tech Mitchell with the video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to review iOS 15 on the iPhone 12 here. As you can see here, we have the blue edition of the iPhone 12 that was released last year when it came out with iOS 14. Now you're able to update it to iOS 15. And in this update, we're going to talk about our experience updating, some of the top features, and also talk about the battery life, the performance, and if it's worth it to upgrade to iOS 15 or not on the iPhone 12 here. So let's dive into it. So if you haven't updated yet, it's going to be pretty straightforward. The update's been out for some time now. It's been a couple weeks since it's been out, but nonetheless, we were able to update it simply by doing the update. You can go into settings, and then you can go to general, and then head over to software update, and you should see the update right there. You can choose to stay on iOS 14. Apple does allow you to do that if you're not comfortable with iOS 15 yet, but you can always go to iOS 15. And as you can see, we're at 0.2, meaning there has been 2 updates around bug fixes and some security updates as well. So that's going to be those main updates that just come through. You can also update through iTunes through your computer if you didn't or wasn't able to get to an internet connection through your Wi-Fi. Of course, depending on your Wi-Fi, this update takes somewhere between 40 to 50 minutes, even a little shorter or longer, depending again on the Wi-Fi. For us, it took around 40 minutes or so, and we have a decent Wi-Fi because it downloads and then it installs. It's about a couple gigs, so you're gonna have to make some room. But the iPhone 12 itself does come with a good amount of storage here, so you shouldn't have any issues unless you really have a lot of videos and photos as well. So once you upgrade it, the first thing you'll notice is this new update to the wallpaper. So they added only one new wallpaper, which is kind of disappointing. They definitely could have added more wallpaper. So that's going to be the wallpaper which we changed to. Of course, there's a couple other updates being happening. First one, probably one of the big ones, is around FaceTime now. Because of things going virtual and being able to now FaceTime anyone, Apple has created what's known as FaceTime Link. You can send a link to anyone, whether they have iPhone or not. Doesn't matter, as long as they have an internet connection, they can join through their Safari browser. Of course, there's other updates, things to the apps like Wallet, for example. Now you can add hotel keys, you can add car keys, you can add your identification card, like your driver's license, your passport ID card, which in the past you weren't able to do. The only thing you were able to really do in the past was add your debit and credit card. So that's a neat feature. Of course, there's also other updates to the phone, like this focus mode, where in the past it just used to be do not disturb. Now you can actually tune your phone to have it set on a focus. For example, if you're using it for personal, work, or sleep, you can allow the phone to filter the notification that you would be able to get, so you're not distracted by things that aren't related to whatever the focus of your day is. Of course, there's also other updates, for example, to the Safari application. You'll see the browser here, where the URL now would be at the bottom. You also have these tab and tab groups that you can do, which finally need a refresh more to emulate what the browser would do for you. Of course, there's also update to privacy settings. There's also updates to a couple other applications like the weather app. Now you have this ability to do interactive globe, so you're now able to do a lot more, which again you couldn't do in the past. And the iPhone 12, again with that A14 Bionic chip, pretty much holds up really well when you're doing all of that. Of course, there's also updates to the weather app itself. Now you have these heat maps. You have this ability to just see a little bit cleaner in terms of the interface itself. You'll see things like precipitation going on. You also see these UV index, sunrise, all of this just in a more cleaner format, which we really like. Again, in the map space, we talked about having that interactive global view. You have all these guides and such more, so that Apple was really trying to push you to use the built-in apps of them instead of using third-party applications. Of course, your app widget and app library still is there, so you can add those without any issue. That's an update from iOS 14, so those are not going away. They're still available for you to use. So nonetheless, those are there. You can move around, do whatever your heart desires, so that is there. And there's also updates to the Messages app. You'll see updates. It now allows you to share more than just photos and videos. You can share things like your music. You can share your favorite shows that are on, and much more as well. So you'll be able to kind of utilize that as well. The thing that you won't find in the camera space is that there is no cinematic mode on the iPhone 12, and that's going to be one thing that the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max has. Nonetheless, the camera on the iPhone 12 is still a great camera. Remember, those two dual 12 megapixel camera does deliver some phenomenal picture that we think was really good. The only biggest probably the complaint of iPhone 12 is that it doesn't have that much base storage. If you bought a base storage, it's 64 gig. Of course, you can upgrade it to the 128 gig for more storage. Let's talk about battery life. So when you do upgrade to iOS 15, does that impact your battery life? Well, the iPhone 12 itself does have a 2815 mAh battery. So battery-wise, it's a pretty good battery. We didn't see really any sort of drop or anything in battery health. As you can see here, this phone, we use it for demo purposes and such, and the battery health still is 100%, so there's going to be no impact there. So don't worry about battery dropping. Overall performance of the phone has been the same as it's been on iOS 14. All the popular apps are running, and we haven't seen any apps that have complained or had issues in terms of crashing or being buggy. So all of those popular apps that you like to use are working, from your video to music to pretty much any app for social media, your entertainment purposes, productivity too. All of those are working, and we are able to kind of use the phone like we did normally. So is the update worth it? So far, we think it's worth it. Again, we want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about iOS 15? If you upgraded or looking to upgrade, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. And if this video is helpful, please make sure that like and subscribe button. See you guys next time.